Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. The big comeback of Roman Reigns to WWE has increased the anticipation surrounding his eventual reunion with Jey. Triple H, on the other hand, would like to construct. As of right now, in addition to the former, right-hand man might try to keep himself busy with, as one of the most prominent infant faces from other feuds. This week on Monday Night Raw, we take a look at 4 activities that Uso can perform on WWE Raw this week. Therefore, without further ado, let us get started. Give assistance to Rhea, and Damian Priest. It appeared that Ripley and Damian Priest were furious. The previous week on WWE Raw, he was determined to seek retribution on the Day of Judgment for betraying them at the same time. SummerSlam, the Twins of Terror, has been successful in. They are able to obtain J.D. McDonough. But the rest of them, the heel faction, was able to escape by utilizing their quantity, a benefit for the faction that touched the heel. There are a number of excellent babyfaces that are facing the wrong way. Yet, the relationship between Ripley and the Priest has not changed. With regard to solely for the purpose of joining forces with the Twins of Fear in opposition to the Day of Judgment on the 3JUSO with the red brand in a romantic setting. Angle with Rhea Ripley has never been seen before. Avoided engaging in flirtatious behavior with Rhea Ripley, even while Mommy was not looking, on WWE television. Beside Dominic, a Mysterian, even if the Yeet Master attempted to shoot his shot when it was clear that he was in danger. Difficulties that have arisen between Ripley and the Unclean Dumb. In addition to being a previous Women's World Champion, found to be flirting with Jey on more than one occasion. Now, there is one instance in which Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, has taken her position as his new girlfriend, relationship partner, as well as on the Day of Judgment. Rhea Ripley might find herself in a different situation. Plot involving elements of wow, this has the potential to build up a gigantic tag duel between the team that would feature Ripley and Jey cooperate in order to compete against Dominic Mysterio. Liv Morgan and 2JUSO were of assistance to Sami. Braun Zane will be competing for the title on WWE Raw. For the title of Breaker, Sami Zayn was defeated. Championship on the Intercontinental level. On the previous weekend, SummerSlam, the latter has one more opportunity to win back the crown on Raw when he faces off against Breaker in a match tonight. When 2 out of 3 falls are in agreement, Provoke Breaker has the ability to test his limits. In addition to the typical devastation, particularly when his title is under jeopardy, as the newly elected, it was possible for the champion to resort to Duo is forced to save himself from damaging moves. His companion from a potentially hazardous situation. JUSO launched an assault during the championship match. Provided protection for Sami Zayn on the Day of Judgment. Raw, the Day of Judgment occurred a few weeks ago. Sami Zayn and Uso backstage were the main targets. Was in a hurry to assist his pal on the Intercontinental Championship. Raw tonight is not expected to see a change in ownership. However, the creative staff might still make use of it to delay Sami. You should build up a different feud. The possibility of Jey and Roman getting back together. We may witness the Day of Judgment due to Reigns launch an assault on Sami Zayn while she is there. Because of the IC title battle, Jey is being forced to not only defend his friend, but also both Sami and Jey, prevailing in a battle against Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough. It was a tag team match on Raw the previous month, so the pair Mick presented a challenge to the incumbent. In Berlin, the champions will be competing in a contest. Following the event, the WWE Universe was left buzzing. The startling events that have occurred during the past. A segment from the defending champion of SmackDown in Roman Reigns discovered to be the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, himself in an unanticipated and treacherous circumstance, all of which is due to his cousin Juso. The formation of a new coalition that has taken Rhea Ripley's dominance across the entire wrestling world. New acquaintance who came out of nowhere. But who is this new companion? And how does this alliance function? Might pose a threat when the title of Roman Reigns prevail. In addition to this, as Juso transfers to, what kinds of moves could he possibly do on WWE Raw can provide in order to turn things around tonight? First, let's have a look at the explosive dynamics. For the purpose of this plot, Rhea Ripley's I have a new acquaintance who is an enforcer in town. The Rhea Ripley, a member of the group who is hard-hearted and stubborn. The Day of Judgment has always profited from disorder. Although uncommon, her alliances are usually there, strategically aimed at causing a shift in the equilibrium of authority. Consequently, when reports began to circulate, WWE, with reference to Ripley's introduction of a new buddy, it raised eyebrows around the WWE audience, Cosmos, as well as when this friend in their final. There was a sudden lowering of jaws entered Braun, Powerhouse, the towering 6 feet 8 inches tall Breaker, who has been causing a stir regarding the NXT is well known for his sheer strength and agility. A wrestling pedigree that may be traced back to the return of his father, Rick Steiner. Braun is the most, not just any average addition to the mixture of indicators that the roster is aligned with Rhea Ripley, new age of supremacy, one that has the potential to modify the power structure that exists within. A witness to the event was WWE, the WWE Universe. While Braun Breaker is in action, Alliance in action, surprised everyone by making his debut on SmackDown. The assault on Roman Reigns while he was in his title of champion, a celebration of the image of Reigns lying down on the mat, struggling to take a breath after a lethal spear that was sent from the Breaker. The arena was filled with shockwaves. The Rhea Ripley, a smile from the corner, conveyed the overall message. Narrative: there was more to this than a random assault. In order to dethrone it was a premeditated move. Roman Reigns, the chief of one tribe, made sacrifices for a title that could be used. It is Roman who rules supreme. Pertaining to the bloodline, has taken pride in, on the basis of being the one who exercises control, his very own fa. He has been the most dominant for a number of years. For the purpose of bringing down Legends buddies in WWE, in order to keep his hold on both others and his family. The champion, however, with this new partnership, the championship, the very title of Ripley and Breaker is stated here. Reigns has made a significant amount of sacrifices for his current situation, and the question that everyone is wondering is whether or not he will continue to, or more, be compelled to make a sacrifice for himself. In particular, his title for the organization that, when it comes to the bloodline, the pressure is beneficial, both from within his own actuality and from outside of it, both internal and external pressures, such as there is a desire to incorporate Judgment Day Reigns into corner. Is there a strategic move that he could make, can bring about a change in the situation, or will he are forced to give up what he values the most in life? There is no doubt that he wants to preserve his legacy. The new acquaintance that Rhea Ripley has made has brought a brand new level of peril for the reign of the Reign title. There is a potential for a Breaker to appear over the tribe chief indicates that each and every action from this point forward, Reigns will be falling under severe examination, of which any mistake could result in response to the unfathomable defeat of Roman Reigns. The position he currently holds, as well as his title as the leader of the bloodline, with all of this shenanigans taking place on Battle Royale, a situation has arisen for Juso. in a one-of-a-kind position as he gets ready to mate. He made his presence known on Raw this evening here. There are 4 possible actions that JUSO could take. 1 should confront Seth in order to advance the drama. Rollins, JUSO, and Seth Rollins have become friends. A convoluted past, with Rollins having the position. The J, who has the World Heavyweight Championship, may be able to recognize an opportunity to create declaration by directly confronting Rollins. This is his attempt to stake his claim for a title shot. Not only would this move identify Jay as a potential, on Raw, a real contender, but also something to set up the possibility of a dream match between the two of them. Jay's confrontation can be as straightforward as a means of hindering Rollins' promotion, or when it comes to the physical altercation, regardless of the outcome, it would send message that is unambiguous. It is time for JUSO to make a splash.